What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Look at this nice and beautiful question on the board that we're going to be solving. And the question says, find the value of 40 to the 80 all over 80 to the 40. Well, I'm going to be using two methods to solve this question. So we start with method 1. So for the first method, I'm going to be splitting this 80. So we have 40 to the 80 is same as 40 plus 40. The reason that I do this is because the exponent on the numerator is 40. So I have to split this such that it has 40 in it. All over. Now the denominator, I have 80 to the 40. Our next step will be for us to apply the law of indices, which says, for example, when I have a to the m plus n, this is same as a to the m times a to the n. So let's apply this law of indices to the numerator. That means this becomes 40 to the 40 times 40 to the 40, just like this. All over the denominator, we have 80 to the 40. Our next step will be for us to also apply yet another law of indices, which says when I have a to the m all over b to the m, as long as the powers are common, we're going to be grouping them. So this can be written as a over b raised to the m. That means I'm going to be picking this and this and group them together since they have a common power. So this can be written as 40 over 80. So 40 over 80 all raised to the 40 since they have a common power of 40. Now times 40 to the 40. So 40 to the 40. Now let's break this one down. So 40 here 1. 40 into 80 is 2. So I have 1 over 2 raised to the 40. And this is multiplying 40 to the 40. Now our next step will be for us to apply the law of indices once again. That looks like this one, but it is a to the m times b to the m. Well, we can see that they have a common power, which means we're going to be grouping them so that it becomes a times b all raised to the m. So let's apply this law of indices to what we have here. So you notice that they have a common power of 40. So I'm going to be taking the numbers 1 over 2 times 40. So 1 over 2 times 40 all raised to the common power of 40. Now notice 2 divided by 2 is 1. 40 divided by 2 is what? Is 20. So that we have 1 times 20 is 20. Now raised to the 40. And this is our final answer. Now let me show you method 2, which is a lot easier than this. Let's move on to the next slide. All right, now for method 2, I'm going to be writing method 2 here. Our first step for method 2 will be for us to break down this 80 such that it has 40 in it. So we have, for the numerator, we have 40 to the 80 all over. Now the denominator, I'm going to be breaking it down such that it has 40. And this will be 2 times 40. So 2 times 40 gives 80. And it is raised to a power of 40. So I'm going to be raising this to a power of 40. Good. Our next step will be for us to apply the law of indices to the denominator, which says, for example, when I have A times B to the M, this can be written as A to the M times B to the M. So now let's apply this to the denominator. So we have 40 to the 80 all over. Now the denominator, we're going to be having 2 to the 40 times 40 to the 40. So 40 to the 40. Now our next step will be for us to apply the law of indices, which says when I have A to the M divide by A to the N, this is equal to, since the bases are A, I'm going to be taking 1. And since it is division, I'll be subtracting the powers. So M minus N. So I'll be applying this to what I have here, to 40 to the 80 and 40 to the 40. So that it becomes, I'm going to be taking one of the base, which is 40, and I'll subtract the powers. So 80 minus 40. So 80 minus 40. And this is being divided by 2 to the 40. Very good. So this results to 40. Now 80 minus 40 is 40. Good. All over 2 to the 40. Remember the law of indices once more. Since the exponent or the powers are equal, I'm going to be grouping them so that I have 40 over 2 all raised to the common power of 40. And 40 divided by 2 is 20 raised to the 40. And this is our final answer. Well, feel free to share your ideas in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video and have learned something from this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss my upcoming videos. And like I always say, until next time, take care.